All right. Hello once again, everybody. This is Bob Turner. This is the Summit Podcast. I got a great dude on with me today. His name's Larry White, and he owns Restorations. Larry, I got it wrong last time. What did I say? I
Rest
said Renovations Unlimited, right?
renovations. Yep.
Yeah. So Restorations Unlimited up there in Winterport, Maine. And oddly enough, I have a couple of great connections in Winterport, Maine. Literally live on the same street almost with you guys, but good to have you here. Welcome to the Summit Podcast. We've been planning this for a little bit. I just want to say welcome. Thanks for doing it, man.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Well, I mean, not everybody knows you. A lot of people that'll see this will know who Larry White is, but tell everybody who you are, what you do, where you're from, all that jazz.
Yeah. Um. As Bob introduced me, I'm Larry White. I was born in Waterbury, Connecticut. My dad moved up here when I was, I think 3 or 4 months old, and been here ever since. Right here in Winterport, Maine. Dad started the business 35 years ago. I worked with him, all the way up through childhood. Graduated high school. Didn't really get along with my dad, like most father-son duos are.
Sure.
And so I went off and did pipe fitting for 10 years, traveled all over the Eastern Seaboard, did some Louisiana, all over the place doing pipe fitting. And then I missed a lot of my first two kids' activities, birthdays, a lot of first points, and it
Yeah.
sucked, but I made ends meet. And I had my third child, Aiden, and decided, it's enough's enough. I went into business with my dad, and with the thought that we were going to grow the business.
Hmm.
And we went from him being a one-man handyman, bouncing with another guy, helping out once in a while, to now we currently have 10 full-time employees. We're doing right around this year. We're projected to do about 4 million. We've had
Okay.
consistently good growth, every single year, about 25%.
Wow, that's a lot. Working with family, and I know Melinda works with you as well, your wives. Not always great, right? A lot of guys are doing that. They got, a lot of different family in the business. What are some challenges you run into with family? And I mean, how do you handle it? Because we're all gonna eat dinner together tonight, that kind of thing.
Yep. Or we just sit at the opposite end of the table sometimes.
I remember when I was out at First Form and Sal Frisella was talking about, what happens when he and Andy Frisella have a disagreement. He goes, well, sometimes we just roll around on the floor and figure it out. He goes, but he ain't coming to my house on Thanksgiving. They go, but yeah, I mean, in
Yeah.
the end, you're still family, right? Like if
Yeah.
you've got a company and you're the boss and somebody doesn't jive, maybe they go down a road, but you're not typically firing the wife or the dad or the brother or the sister or whatever. So you just got to kind of figure it out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So my dad worked with us for, I want to say, I think 7 of the years that when I went in business with him. I
Hmm.
bought him out 3 years ago. So, we still butted heads a lot of times, but I kind of explained to him, hey, he's old school. This is the new way. And we either got to adapt and grow or we're going to fail. And so he saw that and he let it happen. Melinda is my wife. She is the office manager, CAO, marketing, sales, you name it, a bunch of stuff. She's a big driving factor behind the success of this business because she has a business degree. I have the technical expertise, and we match. We're a perfect partnership for a business when it comes to that. Yeah, and we butt heads a lot because I think it should be one way, and she's like, no.
No, it's not happening.
Uh, at the end of the day, it's hard. It's taken me a long time to be able to drop work at work and then
Right.
come home. She still
Yeah.
really struggles with it. Like she brings work home all the time, but
Right.
she's working on it. She's working on it.
Yeah, and I mean, Steve and I have been to your place, and I know that you walk out of the house and you kind of go up and around the corner, and there's the shop. So works right there, right?
Yeah, yeah, we 300 feet away.
Yeah, yeah, and sometimes right at the kitchen table, I'm sure. So, do you
Yeah,
have anything? You have anything in place where there's like a, kind of a, all right, let's. Is there a time of night or like, is there any kind of? Have you tried that mutual agreement? Where you're like, okay, after X time, we'll just deal with it tomorrow.
yeah, we kind of read each other. Like if we're working late, one of us will come near the office and be like, hey, it's 5:30. You think we should probably go home now? We have kids at home.
Right. Yeah.
It
True.
happens.
Yeah.
I set myself a reminder. I try to be done at 3:30 every day, but 3:30 typically is pretty rare. It turns into 5:30 a lot of times.
Yeah, and sometimes it's okay. We're trying to do big things, right? I always say, hey, world domination, right? I mean, Wendy and I do that. She'll be working on something, and I'm working on something. It's like 6:15, and I'm looking over. I'm like, "You good, or do you want to keep working on world domination, or do you want to stop and grab dinner?" She's like, you know, yeah, let's grab dinner." So we try to at least recognize that we're kind of beyond the window, right? And so that if one is like, because I can go all, me, I'm like, I'll just shoot another podcast, or I'll post another thing, or whatever, and it's 8 o'clock, and before you shut the laptop. So it's good to be able to shut it off. But well, let's switch it up a bit. Let's talk leadership. You and I started working together. You're one of our coaching clients, and started with me at Summit and moved on over to the Rosenberg Group. But one of the things that you mentioned to me, and I know you don't mind me sharing this, is that you just wanted to work on becoming a better leader. Okay. And talk about that for a minute, because like just because you own the company doesn't mean you're a leader, right? And you can be
Absolutely.
thrust, yeah, you can thrust into that position. So what have been some of the challenges for you, and how have you attacked them?
I'd say the biggest challenge for me is I am not technologically savvy at all.
Okay.
Uh, I could build a house all day, but tech is not good. And in today's day and world, you need tech to survive. It's the only way. So that's helped me out tremendously. Leadership, I struggle with that a lot because I'm a good leader out in the field to see
Right.
what's going, what's coming, what needs to happen when it comes to that stuff. But in the office, to tell project managers how to manage other people, it's hard if they don't have the technical expertise and so on and so forth.
Right.
So that's where I struggle the biggest time, like we had talked about. I'm just, and I'm also a procrastinator. If I see an issue, I don't want to deal with it. I just want to, oh, it'll go away, hopefully. It doesn't go away.
Right.
You
It
just got to
doesn't
take
go
care of it.
away. Yeah. Yeah. How does it feel after you do that? Pretty good, right?
Yeah. Why didn't I do it sooner?
Place. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Well, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like, are you the same guy you were a year ago, or have you made some strides in that department?
Oh, I definitely made some strides. Um, I was the guy that, you know, this being leadership or not, I would wait till the last minute to get guys Christmas presents for the Christmas party, or do this or do that, or,
Yeah.
and this year I actually got everybody jackets, I got everybody sweatshirts, all the whole 9 yards, had everything embroidered,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
done a month and a half in advance.
Yeah. Always feels better that way, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The procrastination will get you. So, well, let's talk about the business a little bit. I mean, you guys, I mean, for a business in northern Maine doing the kind of volume that you're doing, pretty impressive. Okay. Pretty impressive. Nothing to sneeze at. What would you say the key is to being able to maintain that year over year?
Connections, networking.
Okay. Relationships.
Yep. Relationships.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the biggest thing.
Okay.
I know this is one of the coaching things that we talk about is learn the word no. I learned
Yeah.
the word no in certain aspects, but when it comes to work and actually taking jobs on, I'm pretty much always say yes.
Yeah.
And if I can't figure it out, I'll find somebody who can figure it out.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you guys are an interesting match. It's been fun to work with you guys because you're the one, you're the dreamer, right? Probably you're the like, hey, we could probably do this, And she's the. Oh, it said your recording stopped, but did you get a call? Yeah, it says you had an incoming call. One sec, your phone's ringing. So, do do do. One sec. Can you hear me now? Do do. It'll come back. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Can you hear me?
You
Are
hear me
you
now?
back? Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
What
know what that
happens?
was.
It was said your recording was paused due to an incoming call. So do you have your phone on Do Not Disturb?
Yes, that's what you asked me to do. I followed the rules.
Hmm.
It didn't pop up on my side though.
Let me see. I'll just make sure mine is. Mine's on Do Not Disturb. Anyway, whatever.
Let me
I had a
double
little
check.
pause there. I only want a certain color M&Ms in the dressing room, and I want a good internet signal. I had texted Larry before. These are my demands. So that's weird. So anyway, well, whatever. We're back. Had a little interruption there. Where were we? Yeah, you're the dreamer. You're like, hey, get in the truck. I want to show you this property over here across town, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, hang on a minute there, killer. What are we doing? So you drag her to the uncomfortable places, right? And she probably slows you down a little bit on some things to, out of, abundance of caution, as they say, right? But somewhere in the middle, you do some investment stuff and you run a business and you got a lot going, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Do you sit around sometimes and go, yeah, wonder how I could complicate my life? Let's do that. Did it go again? We had a noise. Huh. Something happened, huh?
No, it was an
Yeah.
incoming phone call and it pops up on top.
It's probably your laptop that's grabbing them for some reason, but your phone is just you got a iPad? I mean, a
No,
MacBook?
I'm on my phone for this.
Oh, you're on your phone for it. Okay. All right.
I
Well,
couldn't, my laptop would not hook up to your link.
yeah. Okay. You gotta flush out you low technological cavemen types.
Sorry.
So what you're saying is it's your fault? I just want to get it right. Yeah,
Oh
for
yeah,
the
it's definitely
recording.
my fault. Definitely my fault, not Bob's.
Oh shit. So moving the business across the street. Okay, I like that. What are you gonna do with the big building?
Well, we planned on having a shop for ourselves for all of our stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
We have a lot of hobbies. Um,
Yeah.
we like the four-wheel, snowmobile, we have boats, the
Yeah.
general stuff. And I don't have a place for any of that right now because that shop is my business
Business.
runs out of it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So are you literally going right across the street or down the
yep,
street or no kidding.
literally
Good for you.
pull out of the driveway and you can see the other shop. And I
No
can pretty
kidding.
much throw a rock at it from my driveway.
Cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. And so you do the other property, set up the LLC, and thank God for Melinda, right? Because you're like, hey, we're gonna do this, figure it out. I'm going over here, right?
Yep, yep. And so she's part of this. So you and I have talked about the whole shop thing. We talked about it earlier the year and didn't work out. And this one came up
Right.
and it's just working out. We've recently become a distributor for two different cabinet lines.
Nice.
So we're going to turn that part of that facility into a showroom.
Good.
We've gotten in with a couple countertop places. So we're going to become a full service kitchen and bath design center and offer our employees will actually do the work as well instead of
There you go.
most of them
Yeah.
design it and then here go find somebody to do it.
Yeah. Go get an installer, and then they don't care about what's going on. And now somebody's kitchen cabinets are all screwed up. So you guys will take it start to finish, right? That's cool. What's 2026 look like for you? Is that one of your big initiatives for next year?
So 2026, we were hoping to close on that shop last month. We've pushed out the thing twice now. Our plan was to get the showroom up and running and really push the kitchen and baths and also push everything else. As you know, I have a roofing division outside of restorations as well.
Yes.
So we're looking at ramping that up as well. Yeah, I mean, we got big plans for 2026 as long as everything goes right and I can get the people to do the work.
Yeah, that's the challenge too. Like I talked to Pete the other day, we talked about the same thing. Just like got to go through a lot of resumes, got to get a bunch of the people in and talk to them and flush them out, and heck, even run a background check now and then on them. It's
Yep.
not easy to find good people, is it?
No, it's extremely hard to find good people.
What do you do to keep the people that you have? How do you keep your culture strong and make sure that people are having a good experience at work?
I just try to give back, I'm not, well, that's one of my struggles with leadership is I'm also not good at that is recognizing when people are doing good things. Um, I, we use JobTread as a CRM software. So when guys put daily logs on, I try to get on there and say, hey, it looks good. You guys are doing a great job. That's one
Yeah,
way I've been trying to,
right.
appreciate,
Yeah, yeah,
apparel.
right.
Everybody loves apparel, but I try to get the better stuff for all the guys. Try to show that
Yeah,
appreciation. Small tokens. Christmas party. Try to do year-end bonuses every year for the guys. We do a day in the middle of the summer where we pay everybody for the day to just come and have a cookout and go out on the boat and hang out.
yeah, cool. That's nice. That stuff's a dying breed, but a dying thing. It's like people aren't doing a lot of that stuff anymore. So it's good that you guys are still doing it. You have to be a little bit different today, don't you, to keep people and attract good people?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What would if I had Melinda on here today, what would she say about what it's like to work with you?
She won't kill me. She would say that I'm the most difficult person in the planet of Earth because I like to write processes with her, but I don't like to follow the processes.
Right. You're interesting paradox, Larry White. Yeah. Well, here's what, like when we've run into things, when you've called me and said, hey, you got a few minutes, a lot of it is the root of you being a nice guy and her wanting to honor a process, right?
Absolutely.
And there's been many times where, we've talked or we've been up there, we came, Steve and I came, where we're like, you're both right. And the answer is somewhere in the middle. Like, Larry, we got to bend a little bit. Melinda, yeah, we got to honor the process, but this is this is the situation, right? And that's where that leadership comes in. And, you guys can be a united front, right? Together and say, so the kids, so to speak, aren't saying, well, Larry said,
Oh yeah.
chuck you under the bus. And then, they come out, well, Melinda's taking a hard line on this. And, we don't like that. She's difficult to deal with. Is she, or is she simply saying, just do your job?
Oh yeah. Absolutely
Do your
no.
job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know the school you come from is like, I don't really feel like I should be having to give you a pat on the back for doing your job. Right.
Yeah, no. That's one of my biggest struggles is you talk about, how do you keep morale up? And it's like that's an everyday ongoing issue with any business as far as I'm concerned. But if you're not doing your job and you're not performing it to the highest extent, then how do you expect your boss to pat you on the back and say, "Hey, good job for not doing your job"?
Right.
Kind of hard.
Good job. Yeah. Appreciate it. Really like how you really kind of sidestepped that protocol there and didn't honor the process. That was something. Yeah. No, it's tough. It's not easy, man. And it's even tougher today with cell phones and things that, ways to communicate and distractions and social media, and everybody's got something going on. COVID didn't help, when going through all of that, trying to keep everybody engaged, everybody moving, all of that kind of stuff. So it's been a rough past few years, hasn't it? I mean, something's got to give, right?
Yeah, I say that you say it's been a rough few years. What's your version of rough? Because my version of rough is I couldn't keep up with anything. I
Yeah.
couldn't find the employees to do the work because everybody
Yeah.
was sitting home going, "Hey, can you fix my house?" Sure.
Right, right. Oh,
So
good point. What's your version of rough? I like it.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it's true. People did stay home. So what you're saying is that caused a bit of a bump in your business, like in a big
and
way.
I've talked to several people, and yourself included. There's a lot of people in COVID that they work kind of dried up. They didn't have anything going for that first year.
Mm,
And then you had like us, we do a lot of work for nonprofits and nonprofits with mentally, intellectually disabled people, and they can't stop. Those people still have to be taken care of. So
yeah.
we were like still working that, and then everybody's like, "Oh, can you come work at the house?" Yeah, a lot of what we were doing was you're not close interacting, so we didn't have we never stopped. We just got busier and busier and busier.
Yeah. Recession and COVID proof, right? Yeah. Now, your son's working in the business, right, Brady? Yeah. How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's being raised by me. He's got that technical and mechanical aptitude to be able to just pretty much think outside the box and make something work. And that's a big driver of the how we've grown the business up here as well. Like, outside the box thinker. We get called when people can't figure things out. But he's grown to that, and he really likes certain aspects of the job. But he's like,
Hmm.
I don't think I want to do carpentry all my life, Dad. I'm like, well, you don't have to do this specific thing all your life. You can do other things here.
Yeah.
Um, well, we'll see.
Yeah. You think he'll stay long term doing stuff with you guys?
I don't know. His girlfriend is going to vet school, and so she'll
Cool.
be moving out west in a few years. And he says he's gonna go out there with her and do something out there.
Yep. A lot can
He is
change, right?
technically a welder by trade. He did go get his welding certs and all that stuff. So he couldn't go get a job anywhere. I mean, he's got carpentry experience now and what welding experience. You can go work anywhere if you're blue collar.
He'll always eat, right? Always eat. So, but what's one thing like going forward that, you've been in business a while, been doing a lot of things, done it a bunch of different ways. What's one thing that you would change if you could about business today?
If I could go back, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I would have started writing SOPs right away, number one, and I would have got a CRM program right away.
Okay. For those of you listening, what he just said was he would have written some standard operating procedures. Okay. And he would have brought on a customer relationship management system, something like Go High Level, or is that what you're using now, or are you using something different? A part of Job Treads.
We used just job tread.
Yeah. Okay. And another point, construction management software, right? Like,
Yeah,
how many years did you go before when you were like, I got the Excel spreadsheet, I'm good. Yeah, we got this figured out. I got a little profit in there, so
yeah. It
it
was all on
works,
paper. Everything I
right?
did was on paper.
Yeah. And now you guys are on Job Tread. I know you're a big Job Tread fan. How has that changed your business? I know you said like technologically stuff, technical stuff you don't love, the tech, but it's got to have helped you in some way, right?
Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of technology, but I also am a huge fan of technology because I just don't like to figure it out. But once I do have it figured out, I love it because I know how to use it.
Sure.
So job tread, I'm a huge fan of job tread. One of their biggest, pushers for it, like as you
Yeah,
said.
me too.
Once you figure things out in it, it just makes your life 10 times easier.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm sure there's other softwares, but I feel like job tread just keeps innovating and does things that nobody else is doing.
Yeah. How about Eric Fortenberry and the whole customer service team there too, right? It
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
take
I
long
mean,
for yeah, I mean they're all over it.
yeah, exactly.
That's
It's made estimating 10 times faster. We're more professional.
yeah.
That helps us sell more jobs.
You finally do it. I mean, you do a proposal, somebody can approve it right online. Here we go. We can collect some money. We're off and running, right? So it just makes things more efficient all the way around, right?
Yeah, I mean we get that all the time. Wow, you have the most detailed proposal out of any of the 3 or 4 estimates that we got. We're gonna go with you just because it's so detailed, and we're higher
Yeah.
usually.
Put a price on that, right? Try to place a value on that. So, well, I don't know if you know, but inside the Rosenberg group this coming year, we're going to be pretty active with Job Tread. Going out, Steve's going to do a bunch of the boot camps. I'll be there a bunch. We're going to try to hit up some happy hours with those guys and just bang around with them a little bit more. So we've got some real synergy with those guys and looking to just kind of get to Dallas a little bit more, which, what do I want to say? Conveniently, Bailey's there. So works for me.
Hey, it worked out for you. Are you gonna be at
Exactly.
Job Tread Connect this year?
Yeah, we'll be at Job Tread Connect. Steve's got a couple of speaking engagements there. One of them is what they call a tread talk, so kind of to play off the TED Talk stuff. But he's gonna do a talk on sales, and then I don't know if he's on the main stage or not, but yeah, get a couple of times. We'll have a booth there. Bubba will be there. Rich will be there. I'll be there. So we'll be there hanging out for the week. So yeah, you guys coming down?
Yeah, we actually just got approached to do a talk on um, selections and
Nice.
something else. I
So
can't remember what it was.
you gonna do are you on a panel discussion or are you doing a breakout room?
I
Don't
asked
know.
the question before. I just said yes. I need to know what that entails.
But Melinda, tell me where to stand. Tell me what to do here. Well, it's cool. January 14th to the 16th. So any of you guys watching this and you want to join us at Job Tread Connect, we'd love to have you. So we're both big fans, early customers, early adopters, if you will. Drinking a Kool-Aid for a while, and I don't know about you, but I used Co-Construct. I used Build a Trend and Job Tread for me. I'm not far from you on the technology stuff, Larry. I like it. It doesn't come easily, and that's part of the reason that I really gravitated to Job Tread, just because just easy to use. And
Yeah,
it got me where I was going
yeah.
without a fist fight. Anyway, well, cool, dude. You've heard me speak. Have you read the book I wrote? You did, didn't you?
I
Did you read
think I
my book?
started it and I haven't finished it yet.
Hey guys, at least he's honest.
Hey, I don't know what it
But
is. I fall asleep when I start reading.
yeah, one of the things I talk to people about, I always ask anybody that comes on the podcast, because I talk about finding your edge, right? And your edge is like where you go when the shit hits the fan, or how you show up differently than other people. Maybe like what you bring to the table that others don't. So I know I'm putting you on the spot here a little bit, but what would you say your edge is, Larry?
Thinking outside the box. problem solving.
Yep.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter what it is. I'll find a solution to fix whatever it is. Well, whether it's a personnel problem, a scheduling problem, a technical problem, I just my head just starts rolling, and I figure it
Yeah,
out.
that's cool. That's a pretty good arrow to have in your quiver. You can get through
Yep.
most things, right? You're
Yep.
you are a winner, my friend, because I know that most things that you get involved with, you just figure out. You know, it's fun to watch, and I appreciate being on the journey with you guys, being on a coaching team, and just being able to help you guys take that thing to the next level and referee a little bit. You know, we get to referee.
Yep.
You know, Melinda calls me a lot and asks me a lot of questions about you. No, I'm just kidding.
I doubt it.
Hey, here's another surprise for you. I always do this at the end too, and just give someone the floor and let them ask them, you know, what they want people to know. Like if you got a few minutes here or 30 seconds or whatever, what do you want people to know about business or life or anything?
What do I want people to know? Don't work your life away,
Okay.
because time your time is, I don't even know what the saying is, but time never comes back. And do what you can to be with your kids, because they grow up fast. I mean, I'm 38 years old and I already have a 19-year-old, and my
Hmm.
youngest is 11.
Yeah.
Like you said, if I could go back, what I changed, the CRM program and all that, it would have saved tons of time, and I would have not been working 16 hours a day and missing all my kids' stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Well, I'm excited to see where you guys take this thing. Appreciate you guys, trusting me to be on the journey with you. I consider you friends, fellow Mainers. Okay, we got fellow Mainers on the podcast today, so I'll probably get on with Melinda next. She'll probably be excited to join me, right?
I told her about it. She goes, "Do I need to be there?" I said, "I got invited, not you."
Oh, now I'm in the doghouse. So, well, I'll get
No,
her
you could.
set.
I would get her too. I'd hit her up and get her on.
I'd like to. Then I get the drop on you a little bit. We'll get the real story. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Dude, I appreciate it. It's been fun. We're going to have a lot more fun. Looking forward to a kick ass 2026. As you know, if there's anything I can do to help you, you just let me know. Uh,
Yeah, absolutely.
as a coach, friend, mentor, any of that stuff. I like what you're doing. You guys are, gosh darn it, you guys are good people. Guys, this has been the Summit Podcast. Larry White, right from Winterport, Maine, fellow Mainer, but we don't have the eyes, and we like to get down to Texas now and then. People make fun of our accent. We tell them they have an accent, right, Larry? So anyway, yeah. Hey man, thanks for doing it. I appreciate you guys. This is episode, I don't know, 82 or so of the Summit Podcast. We're going to keep on rolling. Larry, I'll have this out probably sometime next week. Merry Christmas. If I don't talk to you, I appreciate you, buddy. Take care.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Thanks.